Hi friends. So finally we are here for much awaited sessions of MHCT. Now I can say that since last 1 month, a lot of you were requesting, a lot of you were asking about when we are going to start with the MHCT session. So yes, today is the day when I'm here in front of you taking or starting or beginning with the MHCT MBA 2024. I'm sorry for the mistake. So this should be 2024. We should call it 2023 or 2024. This is for the session of 2023. So yes, we can call it 2023. So yes, finally we are here with the sessions on MHCT. So friends, welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. And today we are going to take on the next examination, the next big examination for which plenty of you are anxiously waiting for. Now, in this session today, we are going to take on some of the questions which are based on logical reasoning. And this is part number one of this session. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to all of you. A very, very, very good afternoon to all the friends, to all the students who are watching this session. And beginning today, almost every day, we will be conducting a session in which we'll be discussing one or maybe more than one section of MHCT. So, friends, hoping that all of you have already done the basics of these chapters. In some of the cases, in some of the sessions, I will also be covering the basics of logical reasoning or the basics of quantitative ability. All right. But most of these sessions will be based on the discussion of different types of questions that basically are expected to appear in MHCT examination. Also, I can tell you one thing that from the feedback that we have got after conducting the sessions over the past few years from the students after the examination, so students have told us that in the actual examination, it has happened a lot of times in numerous cases that more than 15 to 20 questions have come on the concept or on the similar concepts which are based on the sessions that we have covered. And in a lot of cases, we have heard from the students that the paper has got the exact questions that we cover up in some of our sessions. So yes, these sessions will be very very helpful for all of you. So if you will follow each and every session, if you will solve all the questions that we are covering in these sessions, then definitely it will help you in increasing your score at least by 50 marks. All right. So yes, this is the feedback I'm sharing that we have got from different students who have attended the sessions, who have attended the sessions only. Okay. I'm not talking about the lectures that we are offering. Okay. The official courses that we have launched for MHCT examination. So leave that apart. But we have got that feedback in these from these sessions. Also, one very important thing for all of you to note down is we are going to launch. Uh, I'll quickly give you the complete details. So we are going to launch batches for the preparation of MHCT examination. All right. So make sure that you inquire about those details. And in this session that is currently going on, you can have a look at the chat box, and we'll be posting a link using which you can fetch all the information regarding the batch that I'm talking about. Okay, so this batch will be a complete course, a complete comprehensive course for the preparation of MHCT. All right, and in this, you will be offered live lectures, you will be offered recorded sessions as well. You will be offered mock papers. So there will be at least 12 mock papers. Then, apart from all these things, there will be an online portal for all of you wherein all the recorded videos will be uploaded. All right. And then there will be practice questions on each and every section, on each and every topic that is covered in MHCT examination. All right. So hurry up and just inquire about that course using the link that we'll be posting soon in the chat box. All right. So friends, let's begin with today's session quickly without wasting much of time. So in this session, I'll be covering some of the questions from logical reasoning based on different topics of logical reasoning. And I want all the students who are attending this session to be solving these questions in the live format only right now. And you can post your answers in the chat box once you are done solving these questions. All right. So let's begin. Question number one will appear on your screen in a few moments. All of you be prepared with a pen and a piece of paper. One sheet will be enough to do the rough work for all the questions that we are covering in today's lecture. So question number one on your screen now. Now, in the initial sessions, in these initial questions, I'll be building up your momentum. Okay. So what we have to do is we'll now have to shift our focus towards MHCT examination. Definitely the examinations for which we have prepared earlier, the pattern, the type of questions, the topics that were covered in those examinations like XAT or CAT, the topics, like some of the topics were different when we compare those topics with the topics that are covered in MHCT examination. Now, the biggest difference that you'll find will be in logical reasoning, right? So that is why we'll be conducting plenty of sessions of logical reasoning. Also, the weightage of logical reasoning is the maximum in our examination, right? So focusing on all these things, taking into consideration all these things, we will be conducting a lot of sessions based on logical reasoning, right? So the first question on your screen, try to find out an answer for this and post it in the chat box as soon as possible. All right, so first question is, the C's given below follows a certain pattern with one of the set missing. Okay, so this is the question of missing alphabet in a series or missing set of alphabets, missing number. All right, so what should come in place of the question mark in the given series? All right, Preetham has given the first answer. Good, Preetham. So you have become the first student in the first set of lectures that we are covering for MHCT to give an answer. So first student who has given an answer, Preetham. Other students, I'm waiting for all of you. Quickly find an answer and post it in the chat box. Good, Abhishek. Very good. So two answers, though they are different answers, but it's absolutely fine. Important is you people solving these questions. Also understand one thing, you will have to take an active participation in these sessions. Then only, like obviously, if you will be taking participation, then it will be motivating for me. Okay. And if I am motivated, I will be telling you, I'll be teaching you a lot of different things that will help you in scoring good marks in the examination. So make an active participation in each of these sessions. Kumar Anand, good. So three different answers, B, E, and D. So let's understand this one. Okay. Now, once you will see this type of questions, basically they are related with the number equivalents of the alphabets. All right. Now, if you remember the number equivalents of the alphabets, like A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and so on. If you remember all these numbers, then it will help you in solving these questions in a faster way, right? Now, if you don't remember, still you will be able to solve these questions, but understand one thing. MHCT is a speed-based examination. It's not like CAT, it's not like XAT, where you have plenty of time. In CAT, in logical reasoning data interpretation, we have 20 questions and 40 minutes. For every question, we are given 2 minutes. In that, we have even more time as compared to CAT. But in MHCT examination, we have less than 1 minute for every question, right? So understand this particular thing and prepare accordingly. You still have more than 2 months to prepare for MHCT examination, right? So keep in mind at the beginning of your preparation that this is a speed based examination. So whatever you can do before the examination, I'll say before entering the examination hall, whatever you can do, please do it so that it will save time for you inside the examination hall. Okay. Even if you'll have to spend 1 hour today in remembering something, in solving something, that will save 20 seconds or maybe 10 seconds in the examination. So 1 hour will save 10 seconds or 20 seconds. Then it's a good deal for you. Okay, so make sure that you are putting in all the efforts so that you can save time inside the examination hall. Fine. So first thing that you must be remembering here. So guys, I'll be giving you lots of tips like this. Make sure that you are noting down all the tips that I'm giving you and working on these tips. Otherwise, you will not be able to gain anything out of the sessions that I am taking for all of you. All right? ठीक है? So ये जो tips है ना छोटे छोटे इन सबको note करते रहो. Okay? They will definitely help you and work on those tips. राइट, चलो देखते हैं इसका आंसर. अब पहली चीज जो मैं बोल रहा हूं रिमेंबर करने के लिए इज द नंबर इक्विवेलेंट्स ऑफ द अल्फाबेट्स. लाइक ए इज 1, बी इज 2. नींद से उठा के कोई तुमसे पूछे व्हाट इज आर, सो यू शुड नो दैट आर इज 18, ओ इज 15, आई इज 9, w is 23, right? So like this you should be knowing the number equivalents of these alphabets, right? Now what do I have in front of me? A D Y V C F question mark E H U R. I'll quickly write the number equivalents. ठीक है, अब एक काम करते हैं, फर्स्ट फर्स्ट जो अल्फाबेट्स हैं इनके नंबर इक्विवेलेंट्स लिखते हैं. ओके, सो A is 1, Y is 25, C is 3, then I have a question mark, then E is 5 and U is 21. Okay, now look at these three numbers you will be able to relate with. 135 at a gap of 2. 135, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so basically I can see an alternate series here. Okay, then look at the remaining numbers, 21 dash 25. Okay, so again, if I'll keep a gap of 2 in between these numbers, I will be able to complete this series. So 21, 23, 25. 21, 23, 25 makes a logic. All right. So 23, what will be the alphabet equivalent of 23? It should be W. W is 23, right? So I can say that, fine, my answer should start with W. Okay, right? I'm not calculating, I'm not finding out the entire answer. Complete answer मैं find out नहीं कर रहा. This is also one way of saving time. ठीक है, W is unique among the options. एक ही ऑप्शन ऐसा है जिसके स्टार्टिंग में W है. So my answer should be option E. Option E should be the correct answer. So Abhishek, Ashmita, Vedant, three of you have given a correct answer. Good. Now I can see there are more than 15 students who are attending this session and there are only handful of 5 students who have given the answers. Guys, come on. Show your active participation. Like I told you that I also need motivation to conduct these sessions. Okay. So if you are participating properly, if you are giving the answers, if you're solving these questions, then this is going to help me out. Okay. I'll be happy if all of you are solving and responding to these questions. So give me an active participation. I'll be conducting many sessions for all of you. Okay. Question number 2 on your screen, a similar question. So this is not a number series, this is alphabetical series. So ignore this. You just need to tell me what will replace this question mark. So the series given below follows a certain pattern with one of the sets missing. What should come in place of the question mark in the following series? Any answer for this? No answer up till now. Now I should be audible. Okay, so people have given different answers. Most common answer I can see is option B. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Now, quickly write the number equivalence. Now, T is 20, W is 23, Z is 26. So I can see an addition of 3. So 3 is being added, right? 3 add हो रहा है, कोई problem नहीं है. All of you can see this. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. So 3 is being added. All of you can see this thing, right? Okay. Now after this, once I have finished the counting, I've reached Z. So I will start counting again. So it will keep on running in the cyclic manner. So Z के बाद क्या आ जाएगा? A आ जाएगा. Then B, then C. Okay. So I'll just have to add 3. So 26 के बाद it will be 3 and then F is 6. So it is clear that I will get 3 here. Okay. Now corresponding to 3, which alphabet do I have? Corresponding to 3, I have C. Okay. So C will come. Now C is there in option B. Do not commit this particular mistake. C is there in option B. Now, in the previous question, I did not require to check the second part of this. But here you need to check this because of this option. So I have an option, none of these also. So answer will now be option B or option E. इन दोनों में से एक आंसर हो सकता है. Okay, so whenever you have none of these among the options, option में अगर none of these दिखता है, then in that case, please find out the complete answer. ठीक है? Now let's move towards the second part. Now O is 15, T is 20, Y is 25. So I can see that 5 is being added. Now 25 के बाद अगर 5 add होता है, Y के बाद 5 add होता है अगर, तो Z, A, B, C and D. Okay. So the next part here will be D. So C, D should be the correct answer. That is option B, which maximum number of students have given correctly. So CD, that is option B, is the correct answer of this question. All right. Okay. So that was second question. Now let's increase our speed. Let's move on to the next question, question number 3. But before moving on to question number 3, friends, note down one thing that in the chat box, soon I'll be giving you a Google form. Okay. Now the students who are looking to get a free counseling session from us. In case you are confused about any examination, in case you want to fetch any information, in case you want to inquire about the syllabus, in case you want to understand how to prepare for a particular examination like CAT, ZAT, SNAP, NARSI Munji, MHCT, in case you want to inquire about different batches that we are running. So what you can do is you can fill that Google form, okay, fill that Google form and submit it, and our counselor, our student counselor will get in touch with you and will explain you each and everything, whatever be your query is. Like, there is no need to post that query in that form, you can describe that, but you will get a call from our counselor and you can talk about anything and everything which is related to the preparation of these entrance examinations. All right, so soon we'll be posting a Google form and you can fill that form and submit it. All right, so question number 3 on your screen. Now quickly give me an answer for this. Already I've got some answers. Nice, good. Option C, option D. Okay, so let's discuss it. Now, how many symbols are there which are immediately preceded by odd number? Preceded means pehle hona chahiye. So I'm looking for a symbol before which I have an odd number and immediately followed by a symbol. So symbol के बाद एक symbol होना चाहिए और symbol से पहले एक odd number होना चाहिए. That means I should save time and look for two symbols together. Two symbols together and उनसे पहले क्या होना चाहिए? एक odd number होना चाहिए. I can clearly see one of these cases. Fine. 3, copyright and dollar. Okay. सो दो सिंबल्स एक साथ थे, मैंने पकड़ लिया यहाँ पे. देन यहाँ पे दो सिंबल्स हैं बट इनसे पहले ऑड नंबर नहीं है. सो अगेन दीज आर द टू सिंबल्स बट बिफोर देम देयर इज एन इवन नंबर. आई विल नॉट कंसिडर दिस. Two symbols together and an odd number. This is the second case. Two symbols together. Now nowhere I can see two symbols together. So I have two cases. Correct answer should be option C, that is 2. Okay. Option C, 2 should be the correct answer. Right? Okay. So friends, now you can see a link that we have posted. It's called CAT counseling form. Okay. So just don't consider that this form is only for the students who are preparing for CAT. Okay. In case you are preparing for any other examination, be it MHCT, okay, and you want some counseling on this. Okay. So you want some counseling on this, then also you can fill this form. So just open this form and fill in your details, your contact number, and you will get a call from our counselor, students counselor, a career counselor, and he or she will guide you about each and every examination. All right. Now, Mohammed, you are saying that no B. So B should not be the answer. So this is the answer. I have already marked the cases, the two cases. So 2, option C should be the correct answer of this question. Okay. Now let's move on and look at question number 4. Now, slowly and gradually, the level of difficulty of these questions will increase. Okay. Any answer for this question? So this is basically a question on analogies. Okay. So analogies which are based on alphabets. The relation which is there, which you can find here. Okay. It should be followed. Okay. And CASO is to what? You'll have to find out among the options. Okay. Preetham, Mohan, two answers. Good. Abhishek. All right. Let's solve it. Now, what is the format of this question? How to solve this? So we'll have to identify the relation between these two set of alphabets, and the same relation is to be applied to find out the set of alphabets, okay, related to this CASO. Okay. Now JOKE and it is KRPL. If you quickly write the number equivalents, then you will be able to clearly identify the pattern. Okay. So J is 10, O is 15, right? Now, corresponding to 10, K is 11 and R is 18. So basically, यहाँ पे क्या हुआ है? +1 and here it is +3, right? Now let's check it out. What is the number equivalent of K? K is 11 and P is 16, right? So 11 plus 5 is 16. So +1 +3 +5. So logically, last one should be +7. Now E is 5 and L is 12. So 5 plus 7 is 12. So in the first alphabet, 1 is added, then 3 is added, then 5 is added, and then 7 is added. And the same thing should follow with CASO. Now C plus 1 will be D. Okay. Then A plus 3 will also be D. So I have DD and DD in option C and D. Then S, which is 19. 19 plus 5 is 24. 24 is corresponding to X. O, which is 15 plus 7 is 22, and 22 is equivalent to V. Okay, so our answer should be DDXV, which is option D. So option D should be the correct answer of this question. Okay, so this is how you'll be identifying. So like I told you that if you remember the number equivalents, write it quickly, and then it will be easier for you to identify the pattern. Okay, now try and do it for all the questions that you are going to practice. But before you start practicing, make sure that you have the number equivalents on your tips. Okay, let's move on to next question, question number 5. Question number 5, slightly lengthy, a question based on arrangements. Like I told you that slowly and gradually the level of difficulty of the questions that we are covering here will keep on increasing. So this will give you the actual feel of the type of questions that you are going to get in your MHCT examination. Now read it properly. 8 people went on a trip in different months. Now, the months between which N and I went on the trip is same as the number of months between which R and I went on the trip. Now, you went on the trip before J and after A. Only one person went on the trip between R and T. N went on the trip the earliest amongst all the 8 people. This is helpful information. J did not go on the trip in the last month when any of the 8 people went on the trip. No more than 4 people went on the trip between A and G. How many people went on the trip between U and T? Okay, this one is slightly difficult, right? Now, there are 8 people who went on the trip in different months. So, I'll first of all make 8 slots: one, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, while solving these type of questions, it may be possible that you'll have to make different possibilities, different cases. Please don't be afraid of that, right? Now, I could see one of the information which says that N went to the trip the earliest amongst all of them. So, N will be the first person who will go on the trip. I'll use this information. Now, starting from the beginning, the months between which N and I went on the trip. So, N और I के बीच में जितने months हैं, this is equal to the number of months between R and I. Okay, so N and I, the number of months between them or number of people who have gone on trip between them is equal to the number of people who have gone on trip between I and R. ठीक है? सो एन आई के बीच में जितना गैप है उतना ही आई और आर के बीच में होना चाहिए. अब एन और आई के बीच में मैक्सिमम कितना गैप हो सकता है? कैन इट बी 3 months? सो इफ आई पुट आई हियर, then there will not be any place for R. So between N and I, there can be a maximum gap of 2 months. I can place I at this place and then R at this place. Okay, this is just my assumption. Another way I can do this is I can keep 1 month between them. So N, I, and R. Another possibility is I will not keep any month between them. Okay, so it can be N, I, R. There can be 3 possibilities. I will explore each of these possibilities quickly one by one. Okay, so number of months between N and I is equal to number of months between R and I. This statement is also done. U went on the trip before J. So U is before J but after A. Okay. So U is before J but after A, right? There can be any number of months between them. Not necessary that they are consecutive. ये जरूरी नहीं है एक साथ होने चाहिए. ठीक है? Done. Only one person went on trip between R and T. R और T के बीच में एक ही person होना चाहिए. ठीक है? So look at the first case. There is only one position for T. मैंने यहाँ पे place कर दिया. In the second case, again there is only one position of T. In the third case, again there is only one position of T. Okay? Done. Next, J did not go on the trip in the last month. J last month में नहीं होना चाहिए. अब ए यू और जे का सीक्वेंस ये है और जे लास्ट में नहीं होना चाहिए. सो जे कैनॉट बी इन द लास्ट मंथ. So in the first case, I'm just quickly writing A, U, and J. All right. A, U, J in the second case, and A, U, J in the third case. Okay. अब last कौन बचा है? G बचा है. G has to come at the last. Okay. Now I'll check the last condition. No more than four people went on a trip between A and G. A और G के बीच में चार से ज्यादा नहीं होने चाहिए. In the first case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 between them, case will be rejected. In the second case, A and G, I have again 5 between them, case is rejected. In the next case, I have 3 between them, the case will be selected. Okay, so this will be the case for this third case will be the correct case. So question is, how many people went on the trip between U and T? U और T के बीच में कितने लोग गए हैं? U or T, there is no person who has gone between them. So the correct answer will be option E, that is none of the above. Okay, so this is how we should be treating, we should be solving such a type of questions. Am I clear? Okay. So, yes, at the beginning, you must have thought that this question is difficult, cannot be done in 1.5 minute. But look at the way I have treated this question. Okay. And yes, it can be done. Right? Okay. Let's move on and look at our next question, question number 6. Nikhil, right now we have not got any formal notification from MHCT Department of Education about the exact date of the examination. Fine. So Nikhil, will soon be updating you as soon as we'll get a formal notification on the website. Now, friends, two important information for all of you. Now, we have already started with our MHCT batch, okay, MHCT course. So, it will be a formal preparation for MHCT examination, which will include live lectures, the recorded videos, practice questions, mock papers, and many more things. Fine. So, to inquire about this course, how you can join it, what will be the inclusions in this. So there is a link that is just now posted in the chat box. You can open that link. Okay, right? So please open this link immediately, and you can fill this. It will redirect you to one of the pages where you can fetch all the information about this course, and it will also redirect you to enroll for this course. All right. Also, just before, or you can also see this particular thing in the description of this session, a CAT counseling form. Any student who want to inquire about any of the examinations, if you want to fetch any information, if you want to talk to our counselor, then you can fill this form. Fine. You can leave in your details, and our career counselor will get in touch with you, and he or she will explain you each and everything about the program or the course that you want to join. Now, question number 6. 7 people sit in a row facing south. P, who is sitting at one of the extreme ends, sits to the immediate right of Q. Now, 2 people sit between Q and R. S sits to the immediate right of R. One person sits between T and R. U does not sit adjacent to T and Q. Who sits exactly between R and V? Now, there is a very important tip that I'm going to tell you about this particular question. Okay. Now, meanwhile, students are solving this question, I'll start with that important tip. Now, when you when you study direction senses, so this one thing is taught to you about the conventional assumption for the four directions. So conventionally हम क्या करते हैं, हम assume करते हैं कि like look at the top left corner of your screen. So north, south, west, east. सो लेमैन टर्म्स में अगर मैं बोलता हूं तो नॉर्थ ऊपर की तरफ हम अज्यूम करते हैं, साउथ नीचे, वेस्ट एंड ईस्ट, राइट? नाउ फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन 7 people sit in a row facing south. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. सो जनरली मैंने देखा है बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन को कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं. सो व्हाट दे थिंक इज, साउथ नीचे होता है, सो दे विल arrange these 7 people such that they will be facing downwards. Okay, अब कोई गलती नहीं है. Problem is हम इस like if we will make all these people face downwards, अगर हम इन सबको नीचे की तरफ फेस करेंगे, then there will be chances that we will commit a mistake. हम क्यों मिस्टेक करेंगे? Because अभी अगर इस तरीके से हम प्लेस करते हैं सबको, so the person who will sit at any chair, let's say A, तो उसका राइट यहां पे होगा एंड लेफ्ट यहां पे होगा, विच इज ऑपोजिट, हमारे से ऑपोजिट है. हमारा राइट राइट में है, बट ए का राइट लेफ्ट में है हमारे. ओके, सो एज राइट इज टूवर्ड्स आर लेफ्ट. सो उल्टा हो जाएगा, हमें कंफ्यूजन होगी एंड कभी ना कभी हम मिस्टेक कर सकते हैं. नाउ व्हाट आई विल डू इज, I'll not make them sit facing downwards. मैं इनको नीचे की तरफ फेस नहीं करवाऊंगा, मैं इनको नॉर्मली ऊपर की तरफ फेस कराऊंगा. एंड I'll assume that this direction is south. If all of them are facing like this, if all of them are sitting like this, सारे के सारे साउथ में फेस कर रहे हैं, then in that case आप assume कर सकते हो कि साउथ डायरेक्शन ऊपर की तरफ है, assume कर सकते हो, and you can place all these people like this and there will not be any different in the answer. आंसर बिल्कुल सेम आएगा, आंसर में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. ठीक है, सारे के सारे ईस्ट की तरफ फेस कर रहे हैं, सारे के सारे वेस्ट की तरफ फेस कर रहे हैं. आप क्या कर सकते हो, ऊपर की डायरेक्शन को ईस्ट अज्यूम कर सकते हो, वेस्ट अज्यूम कर सकते हो, प्रोवाइडेड ऑल ऑफ देम आर फेसिंग दिस डायरेक्शन. ठीक है, नाउ लेट्स सॉल्व दिस. अब पी हु इज सिटिंग एट एक्सट्रीम एंड्स, पी या तो लेफ्ट मोस्ट एंड पे बैठा है या राइट मोस्ट एंड पे, सिट्स टू द इमीडिएट राइट ऑफ क्यू. अब पी क्यू के राइट में है, so there is only one possibility like this. Okay, P is to the immediate right of Q. Now 2 people sit between Q and R. So if Q is at, I'll number these chairs. So if Q is at chair number 6, 2 people sit between Q and R. So R will come at chair number 3. S sits to the immediate right of R. Immediate right of R is S. One person sits between T and R. टी एंड आर के बीच में एक पर्सन है, सो टी चेयर नंबर 1 पे भी हो सकता है, चेयर नंबर 5 पे भी हो सकता है. सो आई कीप इट ओपन, राइट? सो आई प्लेस टी हियर एज वेल एज हियर. दोनों पॉसिबिलिटीज एक्सप्लोर करते हैं. यू डज नॉट सिट एडजेसेंट टू टी और क्यू. यू यहां पे भी नहीं बैठ सकता, यहां पे भी नहीं बैठ सकता इन द फर्स्ट केस, सो द फर्स्ट केस इज रिजेक्टेड. ओके, सो I will consider T sitting at chair number 5. Okay, so T will sit at chair number 5. U does not sit adjacent to T and Q. So U chair number 1 या 2 में से कहीं पे बैठेगा. ठीक है, now who sits exactly between R and V? Okay, so V will sit here, U will sit here, and U is the person who is sitting exactly between R and V. So the correct answer, yes, Abhishek, you are absolutely correct. The correct answer is option A. Okay. All right, friends. So this was 6. Let's move on to question number 7. Now 6 people sit in a row and face towards north direction. And the conditions are given. Now quickly make an arrangement and give me an answer. Now I can see that the response is getting very low. So guys, what are you doing? Those students who were responding earlier, Sneha, Prajwal, Abhishek, Mohammed, Mohan, Preetam, Kumar Anand, come on people, where are you? I hope you are able to understand whatever we are covering in this session. So I want an answer of this question from each and every one of you. Any answer for question number 7? Now, 6 people are sitting in a row and they face towards north direction. Great. M sits second to the right of Q, who sits at one of the extreme ends. Now, Q sits at either chair number 1 or chair number 6, right? But M sits second to the right of Q. So there must be someone who is on the right of Q. So Q will be sitting at chair number 1 and M sits second to the right of Q. So this is first to the right and then second to the right. So M will sit at chair number 3. Now 2 people sit between M and F. So F kahan pe aayega? F will be at chair number 6 such that 2 people will be between them. N sits to the immediate left of F. So N will be at chair number 5. G sits to the immediate left of M. G will come here. How many people sit between A and M? So the last person will be A. And how many people sit between A and M? Number of people will be 0. So the answer will be option D, that is none. Okay. So yes, most of you are correct, definitely. सर इस लेवल के कितने क्वेश्चंस आते हैं एक्चुअल एग्जाम में ना हर्ष थिंग इज जो लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी होता है ना इट कीप्स ऑन वेरिंग वो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट होता है सो ऐसा कुछ फिक्स्ड नहीं है कि लास्ट ईयर लेट्स से आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग एन एग्जांपल ऐसा कुछ फिक्स नहीं है कि लास्ट ईयर 20 क्वेश्चंस आए थे इस लेवल के उससे पिछले साल भी 20 आए थे तब इस हर बार 20 क्वेश्चंस इस लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी के आते हैं ऐसा फिक्स नहीं है एवरी ईयर जो लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी है वो ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है ओके सो दैट इज व्हाई यू विल नोटिस दैट जो हम क्वेश्चंस कवर अप कर रहे हैं इस सेशन में यू कैन टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस सेशन you will find questions of different level of difficulties कोई क्वेश्चन बहुत इजी मिलेगा कोई क्वेश्चन मॉडरेट मिलेगा कोई क्वेश्चन इजी होगा मॉडरेट होगा बट लेंदी होगा उसकी लैंग्वेज ज्यादा होगी कोई वन लाइनर होगा किसी क्वेश्चन की 5 या 6 लाइंस होंगी सो ऐसे डिफरेंट 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 क्वेश्चंस मिलते हैं ठीक है सो दैट इज व्हाई वी आर कीपिंग अ मिक्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस ओके वी आर नॉट कवरिंग सो हर्ष एवरेज नहीं बोल सकते हम वही मैं बता रहा हूं ना कि कुछ क्वेश्चंस बहुत इजी होते हैं कुछ क्वेश्चंस एवरेज होते हैं कुछ क्वेश्चंस हायर लेवल के होते हैं कुछ क्वेश्चंस इजी होते हैं बट लेंदी होते हैं ऐसा कोई फिक्स नंबर नहीं है कि इतने ही क्वेश्चंस इस लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी के मिलेंगे ठीक है ओके सो प्लीज अगर कोई तुम्हें बोलता है ना कि हर्ष 30 क्वेश्चंस इस लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी के आएंगे 40 आएंगे आई कैन बेट ऑन दैट आप खुद से लास्ट 5 years के पेपर उठा के देखो you will definitely see different level of difficulty of questions okay so prepare accordingly right next question question number 8 now 8 people sit in a row. अब ये जैसे हर्ट, लुक एट दिस क्वेश्चन, ये थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन है. इसमें एक एडेड एलिमेंट ऑफ डिफिकल्टी है, दैट सम ऑफ द पीपल आर फेसिंग नॉर्थ while some of the people are facing south. ठीक है. अब हर्ष एंड अदर स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट टू डू विद दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन? ऐसा जबरदस्ती नहीं है ना कि यार ये वाला क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना जरूरी है एग्जामिनेशन में. दो हमें एग्जाम से पहले ये आना चाहिए, हमें समझ में आनी चाहिए ये चीजें, वी शुड बी एबल टू सॉल्व दीज क्वेश्चंस. बट if you see this question in your examination, so what should be your first move? Lengthy question है, added level of difficulty है, north south दोनों तरफ face कर रहे हैं कुछ लोग. Okay, so you can leave this type of question initially. Last में अगर time बचता है, then you can come back to these type of questions and solve them. Okay, so if you'll play with this strategy, then you will be able to attempt maximum number of questions. एंड हमारा एजेंडा क्या होना चाहिए? इजी इजी क्वेश्चंस को सेलेक्ट करके हमें सॉल्व करना चाहिए उन्हें. ठीक है. अवनी's CET 24 की ही है. ठीक है. द एग्जाम इज गोइंग टू बी कंडक्टेड इन ईयर 2024, बट द सेशन दैट वी यूज इज 2023, है ना. सो जो एग्जामिनेशन का जो सेशन होता है, this is called 2023, but yes, don't look at the thumbnail. We are preparing here for MHCT, which is going to happen in the year 2024. Okay, Avni? Okay, so let's have a look at this. There are 8 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this type of question, some of them are facing north and some of them are facing south. तो जो north face कर रहा है, let's say this person, right will be this and left will be this. But अगर कोई नीचे की तरफ face कर रहा है, let's say B is facing south, okay, तो इसका left और right उल्टा हो जाएगा. Okay, so this is just an added level of difficulty for this question, right? Now, B sits fourth to the right of G, G who sits at one of the extreme ends and faces south. Now, if G sits here, okay, sorry, faces north, G is facing north, and B sits fourth to the right of G, fourth to the right. तो G के right में space है, yes, but G cannot sit at chair number 8. I'll quickly number. Okay, these are 8 chairs. If G will sit here and facing north, then there is no position on the right hand side of G. So G will sit on chair number 1. Now, fourth to the right, B sits fourth to the right. This is first to the right, second, third, and fourth. Fourth to the right will be chair number 5, and B is sitting here. All right. आगे चलते हैं. Now, B sits fourth to the right of G. G who sits at one of the extreme ends and faces north. Done. D sits to the immediate left of B. B who faces towards north. So B faces north, and D sits immediate left of B. So D will sit at chair number 4. Done. H sits third to the right of F. F who does not sit second to the right of G. F does not sit second to the right of G. F यहाँ पे नहीं बैठा. Okay. H sits third to the right of F. Third to the right. So F chair number 2 पे नहीं बैठ सकता, because अगर ये north की तरफ face कर रहा है तो third to the right इसके पास जगह ही नहीं है. So F will be at 6, 7 or 8. Okay. If F sits at 7, so F has to face south direction, then only it will have third to the right. But third to the right, D already sits at chair number 4. So F cannot be at chair number 7. Similarly, F cannot be at chair number 8. अगर F 7 या 8 पे बैठता है, then third to the right पे already seats occupied है. So there is only one place left for F, which is this. and F has to face south direction. Now F के लिए third to the right will be chair number 3. H sits third to the right of F. F does not sit second to the right of G. Fine. More than 5 people sit between C and G. C और G के बीच में more than 5. More than 5 means minimum 6 होने चाहिए. G चेयर नंबर 1 पे बैठा है तो C चेयर नंबर 8 पे ही हो सकता है. That's it. Question is, what is the position of C with respect to F? F के left में है C and second. So answer will be second to the left. That is option E. Okay, that's it. Question number 8, correct answer is option E. All right. Let's move on and look at our next question, question number 9. A cat is 22nd from the left end in a row of 67 sprinters. What is her position from the right end? Now, this is the very typical, I would say, typical concept. इस पे डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन भी आता है एंड सिमिलर चीज लाइक यूज हो सकती है एज अ पार्ट ऑफ अ बिगर क्वेश्चन. सो एक बहुत बड़े क्वेश्चन का एक छोटा सा पार्ट हो सकता है. Avni, the timings will be different. So I would suggest you to subscribe our YouTube channel. Okay, BYJU'S exam prep का जिस channel पे आप देख रहे हो, I hope you are the subscriber of this channel. And on daily basis, sometimes we will have a verbal session, sometimes we'll have a logical reasoning, sometimes we'll have a quant session. Okay, so likewise, the sessions will be on different areas, different subjects, and accordingly the timings may differ. Okay, now slowly and gradually we'll be increasing the number of sessions that we'll be conducting on daily basis. A cat is 22nd from the left, so just understand one thing: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Let's say there are 9 people. This person is third from the left. Person is third from the left. Okay, total 9 people. So the rank of this person from the other end will be total number of people minus the rank of this person from the left plus 1. Number of people minus the rank plus 1. General formula hai. Total number of people minus the rank of this person from one end plus 1. Plus 1 करना है, answer आ जाएगा. So here total number of people is 67 minus the rank is 22nd plus 1 will be the answer of this question. That's it. You can count it on your fingers as well. No need to count it, but this is how you can easily get the answer. So 67 minus 21, that is 46. 46, that is option C is the correct answer of this question. All right. So yes, option C is the correct answer. Let's move on. All right, friends. So that was the last question of this session. Now in our next sessions, so this was the first session on logical reasoning. In the subsequent sessions, so we'll be definitely increasing the number of questions. We'll try to cover as many topics as we can, and also we'll try to keep sessions which are based on the covering up the concepts of some areas like clocks, calendars, cubes, Venn diagrams, and so on. So I shall also be covering up the basics, the fundamentals of these areas as well in these free sessions. Now, just to end, I would repeat one more very important information. Information number 1, the students who are preparing for any of these entrance examinations and they are looking for a good counseling session from any of our career counselors. So there is a form that we have posted in the chat box, CAT counseling form. The same form is also there in the description of this session. So in case you want to attend a counseling session, a one-on-one counseling session, a personal counseling session, then you can fill in this form and our career counselor will get in touch with you. Okay, and he or she will give you every information that you are looking for. Secondly, we are starting with our MHCT course in which you all can enroll. The link for the same is also there in the chat box. Okay, now this course, so I'll quickly tell you the details of this course, the complete details. So if you will click on the link, it will redirect you to a page using which you can fetch all the information about this course. So it will have more than 55 live lectures. There will be more than 50 recorded sessions, 250 pre-recorded conceptual classes, so 55 plus live lectures, 50 plus recorded live classes, okay, and 250 plus more than 250 pre-recorded conceptual videos will be available. Also, there will be more than 3,500 practice questions. There will be more than 12 mock papers. The entire test series will be included in this. Okay, so you can enroll for our MHCT crash course batch number 1 as soon as possible. So you can use that link, and you can use that link to talk to our counselor as well. And you can also sign up for a free demo class. All right, so all these things are available for all of you. All right. So that's all from my side, my dear friends. You can follow us on all these social media platforms. That's all from my side for the day. We'll see you soon once again. Thank you very much.